Welcome to Njenje Media TV. My name, as always, is Mike Udenta. As you all know, this is a channel, this is a station where we explore the truth behind the headlines of everything happening in Nigeria and across the world. This is indeed a fantastic news and a breaking news in Nigeria now that DSS, Department of State Security, has arrested the EFCC chairman, or rather the EFCC acting chairman, Ibrahim Magu. He was arrested over allegation that he owned 4 properties and that he was alleged transferring funds abroad through third party. If you everyone remember here, we have consistently said that Buhari and Magu are 6 and half a dozen. They are all the same thing. Remember, during the time of Bukola Saraki, this same Buhari, when the same DSS wrote a report saying that Magu was not fit for purpose, the same Buhari was the one that sent it the first time. The Senate rejected it based on this. The same Buhari, the same Senate that wants you to believe that he's fighting corruption, is the same person that sent it back again. Can you believe that? And when he sent it back again, the same Senate rejected it under Bukola Saraki. Now, they conspired and started saying that Bukola Saraki is against APC and that Bukola Saraki is anti-APC. We are seeing it now that Bukola Saraki was right all along. Now, that is part of the reason why they conspired in the last election and they did what they call Otego in Kwara State, and they never returned this man called Dr. Bukola Saraki. And here we are, the same EFCC is the head of EFCC, the same person, the man you gave charge to protect the vote, to protect people stealing, is the one stealing and putting his hands in the cookie jar. Now DSS has arrested him. If Buhari is doing this and thinking that many of us will be impressed, that we think he's fighting corruption, far from it. It's just absolutely arrant nonsense. He's not fighting any freaking corruption. Because if he is fighting corruption in any way, shape or form, why did he allow the same Magu to be in this position for the last 4 years, even getting to 5 years now? Why did you allow the same man, even when DSS 3 years ago, 4 years ago said this man is corrupt? That's the same way Buhari is shielding everybody. This news is coming 3 and 4 years late, because this man Magu should have been imprisoned long ago. This is a government that said that they will publish the name of those treasury looters. Have you seen them name those they said they returned money? Where are those monies? What did they use the money for? They cannot tell you that they have relooted and stolen those monies. The acting chairman of the EFCC and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magu, has been arrested by the Department of State Services. He was arrested over allegation that he owns 4 properties and that he was allegedly transferring funds abroad through a third party. Now the question is, and what they didn't make clear to the media is, who are those people that he's using? They are not making it public. But look at even when the Americans went into Dubai via Interpol and arrested Hush-Magu. Immediately, the same day, they made available the all Hush-Magu's associate how Hush-Magu transferred money. But here we are in a useless country. They cannot even do something right. Something that is coming 3 years late. Remember, the same thing happened with Buratai. Buratai was accused of the amount of money he was sending into Dubai. Evidences were published by Saharareporters. What the president and his handlers then said, that Buratai had a snake farm. You see? So snake now gives so much money that you buy opulent properties in Dubai. Is that what these people have reduced governance to? The same thing. Are you talking about Magu? I mean, there are 1,001 of them. Again, he was arrested because they said he bought properties. He was arrested actually in Wuse 2 in his office this afternoon, just a couple of minutes ago. And this is, they said he's now undergoing interrogation at the DSS headquarters in Aso Drive. You see, the funny thing is that DSS is another arm of the presidency, arresting this man, the same man that the same president is protecting. It's telling you that this Buhari is so clueless and the government is so clueless, because this thing doesn't make sense. The DSS, if you guys again remember, because what we do at this channel, and by the way, my name is Mike Udenta, what we do at this channel is to expose the lies that this government is doing. The DSS in 2016 reports that, basically their reports revealed that accused of living in a 40 million mansion, that is where he lives. Magu lives in a 40 million mansion paid by one Umar Mohammed. So why would Umar Mohammed have a 40 million mansion that he paid for Magu? How? A retired air commodore who is allegedly involved in shady deals. Allegedly involved in shady deals. Again, if you recall, in 2010, the Police Service Commission, that is the PSC, found Magu guilty of action prejudicial to the state security. That is, withholding of EFCC files, sabotage, which includes sabotage, unauthorized removal of EFCC files, and unbecoming of a police officer, and awarded him severe reprimand as punishment. How can a man, just a mere head of EFCC, take files home, interfering with some investigations? Magu is currently occupying a residence rented for 40 million. That's 40 million naira at 20 million per annum. This accommodation was not paid for from the commission's finances. That is, EFCC didn't pay for that, but by one Mohammed Umar, who is a retired air commodore, and someone also who is of a questionable character, who has subsequently been arrested by the Secret Service as well. For the furnishing of that residence that Magu lived in, he was enlisted in the Federal Capital Development Authority to award a contract to African Energy, a company owned by the same Mohammed, the same man Umar, who gave him the property, to furnish the residence of the cost of 43 million. Can you see the corruptions here? And this is the people telling you that they are fighting corruption. The same man gave Magu a house that he paid for. Now the same man now went through the back and Magu gave him a contract to furnish the same residence for 43 million. People, are you seeing that? Are you seeing the scam? Everything happening about this government is nothing but a scam. Investigation, however, shows that the acting EFCC chairman regularly, frequently embarked on official and private trip through a private jet owned by Mohammed. How can sometimes the nation wants to make you puke? It just wants to get you so angry, and you ask yourself, how can a nation allow the head of its security agency to use such private jet? Magu, head of EFCC investigating crime, that's supposed to be using the most minimalistic car, living in a decent life because he's there recovering money if Nigeria was a nation that works. But here is that man using private jet owned by Mohammed Umar. In one of such trips, if you remember, Magu flew to Maiduguri alongside Mohammed with a bank MD who was being investigated again by the EFCC over complicity in fund allegedly stolen by the immediate past Petroleum Minister Desan Alison Amadeke. And you ask again, what a banana republic? If we here at Njenje Media want to drag further, we also have that EFCC boss has so far maintained a high-profile lifestyle. This is amplified by his preference for first-class air travel. That means the man doesn't use, he doesn't use any economy or premium economy. He only loves to fly first class wherever he goes. And if you remember and if you recall, on 24th of June 2016, he flew Emirates Airline first class to Saudi Arabia to perform lesser Hajj at the cost of 2.6 million just to fly to Hajj and coming back. And this is in spite of the directive of the president at that time, when we thought the president had something to offer, that no one should be flying, first class. Not even business class, but first class. But what did Magu do? Well, as usual, Magu ignored the orders of the president. After all, the same president sent Mr. Transmission to Benue when thousands of people were being killed in Benue for the police to act. And what did the man do? The man, some people said he went to his girlfriend in Nasarawa. But did anybody question him? The president, all he did was he said, I sent him to go to Benue, but he went to Nasarawa, and he laughed about it. And you think, are you kidding me? Is this man serious? Is this man fit to be a local government chairman? But here he is governing a whole nation of 200 million mumus. 200 million mumus. When will your mumu ever do? Magu has fostered a beneficial relationship with Mohammed Umar, who, by his confession, approaches clients for possible exploitation, favors, and associated also for returns. That is what the DSS report said. Magu is yet to be confirmed as the substantive chairman of the EFCC, as Mike Udenta, said from the beginning. The position he's still in is in acting capacity. That's where the complicity of Buhari comes in. If Buhari was in any way sincere about fighting corruption, the moment the Senate, another arm of government, rejected Magu, that should have been the end of it. There are 1 million people that can do this job 200 million times better than what Magu has offered. Magu is nothing but a catastrophic failure. Well, again, he has been arrested. Let no one rejoice so far, because we do not believe that Buhari has what it takes to convict Magu. After all, we have Babashi Alawa, the grass cutter of invasive species, the one that cut grass with 200 million, the one that was secretary to the federal government before Boss Mustafa came in. If not that Otsibanjo sacked him, he wouldn't have been sacked. Daura, the one that was head of the DSS when he invaded the Senate, if not that Osibanjo sacked him, he wouldn't have been sacked. If you look deep in this arrest, you might see the handwriting of Osibanjo in it, because Buhari is incapable of doing anything. Yet the same man was the man that the campaign that he's going to start by making his asset declaration public, that he's going to live a transparent life, which he has failed in so many spheres. Not even the campaign that they were going to look into the exclusive list and unbundle it. This was the manifesto of APC in 2015. But here we are. Everything that they have done is basically failed. It's nothing to call them all association of past criminals, association of present criminals, association of political criminals. That's what APC are. That's what APC stands for. Their party, their former and the disgraced party chairman Adams Oshiomhole once said it. The moment you join, the moment you steal everything and you join the party APC, your sins will be forgiven. That's why they are bringing in Isaiah Yamo, the one that they've called a cultist, the one that they've called an embezzler, the one that they've called a thief, now to be the governor of Edo State. People, wake up. This nation is sick. This nation is sick. That's why we keep calling on this channel that we have to go back to the Aburi Accord, and we have to go back to the 1963 Constitution, that we must go back to various regions to govern ourselves, that things are not working. Once more, I remain Mike Udenta. This is Njenje Media TV. We are bringing you this live report directly from Njenje Media Studio here in Enugu. It is raining here in Enugu and we are in the office. We will be monitoring this news for you, but be known to you that Magu has been arrested. We pray that he will be found guilty and he will be jailed and he will serve his time, because he has been a waste of space. The nation is sinking every single day. Once more, I remain yours, Mike Udenta.